Good day, Broncos. Today is Friday, September the 23rd, and welcome to BNN.
On today's show, we find out more about what our fellow students do in their free time.
Then we take a look at some of the curious changes coming to our fine arts department.
Finally, we highlight Charla's, a beauty shop that's shaping up the downtown square.
Hi, I'm Keegan Hayes.
And I'm Jessica Miner. Today marks the official second day of fall. At last, the air is getting cooler, the colors are getting warmer, and our favorite holidays are peeking up from around the corner. Sit back, grab a sweater, and join us as we take a look at the exciting things happening right here at Boyd. Keegan, what are you most excited for this fall?
I'm excited for Halloween and all the costumes. What about you?
I'm excited for Thanksgiving. I love the food.
I love the food too. With big change coming around outside of school, you can't forget how much is changing within. An interesting new addition to Boyd classes was made this year, adding a video game class. This exciting feature enables students to immerse themselves in the process that goes into making video games. Reporter Darius Hart has the story.
Video game class is the newest addition to the Boyd family and has caught everyone's attention. But what makes this class more than just a high school course? Let's get the in-depth scoop and look into the class and see what all the hype is about.
It's more of a business plan to get there, because I expected to come in, make a video game, and then it was going to be at the end of the year we would have one. But it's a lot more than you would think. It's a lot more business than you would think.
Classmates work together in groups and brainstorm to bring forth a great video game concept, hopefully one to be professionally published later on. I discussed with them to find out the toughest aspect of designing games.
We haven't really decided on the mechanics just yet or how the game will play out, but that is for the future. That we'll be designing that as we go on.
With their passion leading them forward and their money where their mouth is, Boyd's video game class is taking every chance they get for an opportunity. I'm Darius Hart, BNN.
Video games are a huge part of modern entertainment, whether we be playing with friends or by ourselves. However, some of our students are finding more out-of-the-box ways to spend their time.
Sydney Tarsi and I take a look into the life of Rain Fuller, a senior with a craving for adrenaline and the methods to his madness. We sure have a lot of talented students here at Boyd, but one in particular has caught our attention lately. Rain Fuller, a senior here at McKinney Boyd, wants to follow his interests with parkour and other related activities by aspiring to become a stuntman. So we went down to meet him in Skydive Spaceland, Dallas to see how a skydiving license can advance his career as a professional stuntman.
Well, I've always wanted to be a stunt double in movies, cinematic stuff, and I think that with my license I could get more work.
This license will help him find work as a stunt double. This is a type of body double, specifically a skilled replacement used for dangerous film sequences in movies and television.
I started with the course, got 18 coach jumps, a few more solos, and after packing my own rig and taking a few tests, I got licensed.
Since receiving his A-level license, Rain has been on almost 30 jumps, his lowest being 5,000 feet from the ground. Now that Rain has his license, we talked to one of his diving instructors as to what exactly an A-level license allows divers to do.
Once you have your A license, you can go anywhere in the world. Be like, hey, I want to skydive, here's my A license, pay your $25 for gear rental, and your $25 for jump ticket, and you're skydiving.
If everything goes as planned, maybe one day we'll see him up on the big screens doing the dangerous work of a stuntman. Keegan Hayes, BNN. So Jessica, would you ever go skydiving?
Oh, absolutely. I'm a huge adrenaline freak.
Oh, cool. Our students work hard at what they do, whether it be in their sports, their talents, or their classes. Hobbies and passions drive our students, like those in the choir department. Our former choir director, Miss Melissa Logan, left the department in order to pursue other opportunities recently presented to her. Nadia Escapor takes the time to learn more about a brand new member of the choir team and what makes her so special.
Who's directing these divine voices, you may ask? This is your new assistant choir director, Mrs. Amy Harrington. She is a former All-State choir member and graduate of Baylor University. Mrs. Harrington joins the faculty of McKinney Boyd High School after serving as assistant choir director at Brandenburg Middle School in the Garland Independent School District.
I love being a choir teacher because I get to teach music and singing every day. It's my passion and I love getting to share that with people.
Harrington recalls one specific moment when she knew she wanted to become a choir teacher. It was her freshman year in high school when she made the Texas All-State Choir and they were doing a production with the orchestra in which she felt very passionate about. Mrs. Harrington also loves hanging out with kids.
I like to get to know them on a personal level. I like to know what they like to do outside of choir and besides singing. Then we can find things we have in common.
Mrs. Harrington loves interacting with the students. With a lot of them being freshmen, she can bond and connect with them very easily because she is also very new to Boyd.
My favorite things about Boyd is that we're all supportive to each other. We're good friends and we're like a family, so we support each other in everything that we do, the teachers and the students.
After all of that, we hope to have Mrs. Harrington for many years to come. And if you see her in the hallways, don't be afraid to say hi. And you can always stop by the choir room to say thanks for all she does for our choir department. And this is Nadia Eshkapor, BNN.
With the new school year finally in swing, our students are studying hard and working even harder. But with new challenges to face, grades won't always be so high.
The big question on most of our minds now is, what are my parents going to think about that? Marielle aims to find out.
With tests already happening and quarterly grades about to go into hack, I thought it would be a good idea to find out how our Broncos parents would react if they failed the first quarter of the school year. Let's go check it out. Hi, who do we have here?
Gabriel. Colin.
How would your parents react if you guys failed the first quarter of the school year?
Ooh, I think my mom would kind of explode a little bit. They would not be happy.
Thank you. Okay, what are your names?
I'm Lily. I'm Gretchen.
How would your parents react if you failed the first quarter of the school year?
My mom would probably ship me off to boarding school and disown me.
How would your parents react?
They would be really mad. That's about it.
Thank you. Okay, right here we have Keely. How would your parents react?
My mom would cry and my dad would laugh.
Thank you. Right here we have Savannah and Sam. How would your parents react?
I'd get whooped.
What about you?
My mom would be pretty mad. Yeah.
Thank you. Who do we have here?
Dawson Duffy.
Raymond Smart.
How would your parents react?
My mom probably kicked my butt.
Kick me out the house probably, or kill me, one of those two.
Okay, thank you. What is your names?
Brody.
Maddie. How would your parents react?
They would kill me.
My mom grounded me for 90 days. Thank you. I'm Marielle Standridge, BNN.
How would your parents react to you having bad grades?
Oh, it would not be good.
Yeah, me too.
Now we pass it over to Josie for the sports. Josie?
Thanks, Keegan and Jessica. Well, as we continue to progress into the 2016-2017 seasons, our Broncos and Lady Broncos are hard at work. Our football team and the rest of the 6A teams in Texas took a much-needed bye before district play. The Broncos will kick off at 7:30 tonight at Ron Poe against the Allen Eagles. Definitely a big challenge for the 0-3 Broncos, so support from Red Nation will be much appreciated tonight. After volleyball's sweep of McKinney High last Friday, the tennis team will also take on the Lions next Tuesday at High. Speaking of volleyball, our Lady Broncos continue to stay on top in our district and number 3 in the state. They will take on Allen tonight here in the Boyd Gym at 6 o'clock. We all know our volleyball team has been having a very successful season, and their hard work certainly does not go unnoticed. I caught up with 3 of the varsity players to learn more about their dedication and goals for the future. Every year, the McKinney-Boyd volleyball team is a force to be reckoned with, and this year is no exception for our Lady Broncos. After last season, the Lady Broncos had a great season, going 26-13 and making it all the way to the 3rd round of the playoffs. It was a good result, but they have continued to work even harder to go further this year.
We practice every day after school until about 4 o'clock, and they're pretty intense, and we just work really hard and get things done. So
we practice every day all week, and then on game days we have Tuesdays and Fridays, so we don't practice then obviously, and then it's pretty intense all week. We go hard all the time in order to do the best we can, prepare for our games.
The Lady Broncos are currently ranked number 3 in the state and are continuing to keep pounding.
Probably just keep working hard and stay motivated and keep our energy up.
We just need to make sure to always be trying hard and don't let up, and even if we've lost 2 sets or whatever, if we in district, if we lost 2 sets, we still have it's not over yet.
As they are having a remarkable season, there have and always will be obstacles for them to overcome to achieve their goal of state.
School will probably be just executing and getting things done.
The most challenging thing that we're gonna have to do is play hard teams and being able to play like we do usually, and like even like easy teams, we like tend to play down sometimes, which doesn't help.
As we're doing really well kind of over the season so far, just making sure that we don't allow that to go to our heads, and there is a target on our back, and making sure we manage that the right way of doing so.
The Lady Broncos will continue to compete in the 6-6A district as they face the Allen Eagles tonight here at home at 6 o'clock. I'm Josie Cowley, BNN.
Oktoberfest is coming up soon in our McKinney Square.
That's right, Broncos. Starting today, September 23rd, your favorite local event is back, bringing more fun and excitement than ever.
After the incredibly positive feedback, the Carnival and Petting Zoo will be back in full swing this year, introducing new attractions.
Don't forget, the Oktoberfest community is also hosting the Crepe Myrtle Trails Run right here at McKinney Boyd.
The event is only here until Sunday, so get there while you can. Time's almost up for this week's show, but we sure aren't done yet. Last, but certainly not least, we bring back our love of local businesses, focusing this time on Charla's, a boutique on our downtown square.
Join me as we meet Charla and find out more about this unique shop.
Hi, I'm Charla Bush. I own Charla's on the historic square in downtown McKinney.
With her kids all off to college and her husband urging her to get a job, Charla finds her inspiration to start her own local business.
One morning, I was down in Dallas shopping. I was buying bubble bath and makeup, and I realized there was no place in McKinney at the time to buy luxury cosmetics and bath products. So I hit the ground running on Monday morning, and we opened 4 months later on August 4th of 2004.
Charla's store has grown incredibly since its original opening. Her shop now has a variety of added products. Expanding to much more than just her beauty products, she has now begun selling more boutique-friendly items.
We started selling accessories and everything from umbrellas to hats and scarves and jewelry.
The jewelry and accessory section contain not only exclusive store inventory, but you can also purchase retail items as well, such as Kendra Scott. You can also find a selection of vintage perfumes that date back to the 1950s. Her decorative knickknacks are an easy buy to give your home some character. So if you're looking for a cute, individually owned local boutique, stop by Charla's in downtown McKinney and see what unique and original finds come your way. Jessica Miner, BNN.
Thanks so much for watching. Remember to follow us on Facebook and YouTube at Bronco News Network and on Twitter and Snapchat at Boyd_BNN.
News is always stampeding through the halls at Boyd, and BNN has it covered. Have a great weekend.